Howdy, hey! Thank you for the follow, Fish Bread, and thank you for the raid, Multiple Kittens and Avril. And hello, Luna. I'll be getting the game up in a second. Hope the sound mix is alright. Okay. Where is it? Last court. Get you up. Okay, well, let's play. I've only played this once, and I'd like to play it one more final time before it eventually disappears in November. Okay, wait, it's not that well opened up for me. Let's just see, how does that look? How does that look on screen now? Okay, let's move that. Where's the window? Okay, put you... Whoop. There for now. And push this back up, I can see that. And there. Okay. Create new character. We will give them the name. Should we give the Elizabeth again? What's all Legiony? What's Frenchy? Maybe we'll just go with Elizabeth. Unless we accept it. Okay, so what do we want to be? The Huntress? Raised to rule, trained in bow, sword and steel, fearless. The Huntress is valiant, charismatic, skilled in the hunt. Ooh! Thank you, Fishbread, for the subscription! I don't have the notifications on because I wanted to keep this a nice record of the game without any interruptions of like sounds, but I will verbally thank you. Maybe later I might jump onto another screen and replay things for you if you wish to see the I think it's the Meowth GIF I have on my alerts. I can't remember what I have. Charismatic, skilled in the hunt. She cares little for books or schemes. The scholar. You divide your time between the Great Hall and the library hush. This is your chance to free Serault from the shackles of tradition. Seize it. The scholar is a little better at rulership. He is also learned, cunning, and has spent 30 years avoiding fencing lessons and hunting. Well, I'm going to go with the Huntress. Though, well, no, I'm pretty sure this is on record. I'll be print screening every so often, but I'm pretty sure people have record of that. Okay. You are the Marquis of Serault. Serault lies at the end of Orlais, on the far west of the civilized world, a realm of deep forest, stubborn people, and custom that border on heresy. Once she was a feared player of the great game, but that was before her shame. Now she's a prize state, a refuge for the unwanted, the misunderstood, and the unlikely. You are her ruler, but who are you? Okay, well, we could have read that before. Okay, so we are the Huntress, raised to rule, trained in bow, sword and steel, fearless. The shameless Serault. Your great-grandfather, brilliant, murderous, generous, romantic, ruthless, mage, apostate, abomination. He brought disgrace on the Marquis of Serault. Even his name is forgotten. They call him the Shame. For 3 generations, your ancestors dared not show their faces in Val Royal. You can see your starting skills to the left. They will improve slowly with use, or you can ask other characters to train you. Skills can reach a maximum of 100. Okay, an occurrence, your do qualities now. 50, rulership has 30, woodwise 30, cunning 20, scholarship 20. People will address you as my lady or Grace. Okay. Is there any more? What's this? Okay. Atop the Tower of Lights. The wind tugs at your hair. Even at this height, it carries the smoke of Serault town. The distinct reek of glassblowers' workshop. You come here to remind yourself who you are and what this sweet land is to you. Okay, so another little bit background information for those who don't know. When you played this, I'm pretty sure this is still going to be a thing, before Inquisition, or I'd say as long as you have your save open for Inquisition and is connected to all this things with the keep, once you complete this, you get Glass of Serault to use in crafting, and you also get a panel of glass windows to use on Skyhold. Look west to the Tumultuous forest, across the river, a rugged hush, deep green. Look east to Serault town, a thriving river port, the heart of your realm's wealth, such as it is. Look down to the chateau. The Tower of Lights is the highest point in Chateau Serault. The seat of your family's powers lie directly beneath you. Go back down. Enough looking, enough dreaming to work. Leave the tower. Continue. Okay. Let's look at the first one. Look west to the Tumultuous forest, across the river, rugged, deep, green. The Applewoods. We call the near regions of the Talasan the Applewoods. The apples are dangerously potent. The woods are crawling with dryads, but hunting, the hunting. Later, you'll be able to hunt the forest to earn resources. Let's go again. Look to the east, to Serault town, a thriving river port, the heart of your realm's wealth, such as it is. Gold, stone, red roofs. Serault town, as far west as an Orlais can go, and still be in civilization. I suppose I should be reading this in a French accent. A quarrelsome nest. Yes, for both, because I want to kind of print screen for both that for the I think, because I'm not too sure how detailed the wiki about this is. So if I print screen this, I can upload some bits to it to the wiki, and also streaming this so I can have like my own record of it if I ever want to look back at it. Because I think only some of the, because it is a, I think, a fairly diverse game with like choices you can make. Oh no, that's all right. I'm happy. Like, I'm happy to chat. That's why I'm doing this live. I could have just easily just recorded this. Like, I'm here to chat and talk about Dragon Age. Quarrelsomeness, the disrespectful craftsman, but it's yours. This is the edge of the world. Beyond Serault Town is the last river. Beyond the river, villages, charcoal burners, the wilderness. And also, I'm not quite sure how they're implementing the extra stuff you could get from this after all this. Because they're saying that you could choose the options in the keep to say that you've played this, but I'm not too sure how it's going to work. And I don't have Inquisition currently stored on my laptop to really check. I'll do that later, because I am eventually planning on doing like a big canon run of Dragon Age, and I haven't started streaming Origins yet, so it'll be ages until I do Inquisition, and I don't want to leave this till late. Okay. Look down to the chateau, the Tower of Lights, the highest point on Chateau Serault. The seat of your family's power lies directly beneath you now. Okay, the Thousand Window Castle. There's nothing else in Orlais like the Chateau Serault. There's enough fine glass in the castle to buy a March's city outright. If those barbarians understood glass, they'd probably try to eat it. Payment in glass is Serault's motto. The merest stag, your emblem. It is a strong place too. The chateau stands on an island in mid-river. The Bridge of Mars is the only way to Serault Town. The Green Bridge is the only way west to the forest. And let's go back down. Dappled with gleaming light, you descend the spiral staircase. Though the shaft of topaz and ruby light for the that's funny, cat. The ruby light from the stained glass windows. This tower was built to be the heart of the Shames heliograph network. The Shames heliograph network. A web of towers communicating by mirror flash. Another grand scheme that came to nothing. Ooh, that's interesting. The wind dies, leaving the sun to push hotly and cobbled street and courtyards. The chateau's four cats stretch out on roof tiles. Aww. Before you begin. I can't even remember if I ended up using those windows, to be honest. I'm trying to think if I ever did. I know I've used the glass for crafting, but I do not know if I've used the windows. I know there's pretty sure there's a Dalish themed one. One was themed around the Empress. And I can't remember the others, because I think there's about 4? I can't remember. It's that long ago since I've actually got that far into Inquisition. Before you begin, you're a young ruler, but you've been here long enough to set your stamp on the marquisate. What have you accomplished in your time so far? Okay. Dignity, pride, honor, order. Dignity makes Serault a better respected by your neighbours and keep nobles happy. Only the Huntress may choose this option. Interesting, I might do that. Prosperity, wealth and stability. A higher prosperity may be less glamorous, but it's a means to an end. Okay, and lastly, which we can't do because we're not the scholar, freedom, liberty and tolerance. A high freedom means your peasants and townsfolk are better treated and serve more from love, less from fear. Well, that's not very Orlaisian. This is very Orlaisian. Only scholars can make peasants free. Yep. Plus, this is a really good excuse for me to be really horrible, because it's not, I'm just gonna say, completely Orlaisian. If it was like set in Serault, then I'll probably be a bit nicer. Dignity, pride. Oh, okay, we did that. The pride of the marquisate. With the spoils of Border's skirmish, you have furnished the chateau and held tournaments for the entertainment of your vassals. When wandering forces sedation, you deal with them harshly. The bards call you the glass rose of Serault, deadly, beautiful, adorned, dreaded. And an occurrence, your freedom quality is now 30, sternly governed. An occurrence, your dignity quality is now 50, modest. An occurrence, your prosperity is now 30, strained. Yes. Okay. Twilight, peril, and revolution. Serault is beset by dangers within and without. You will struggle against the uncanny twilight dangers of the Applewoods and renegade mages, the mundane peril of the river pirates and border bandits, and the ever-present risk of revolution, which is most significant. Okay, choose your realm's greatest weakness. Be careful. If any of them were to rise to 75, your realm will suffer. Okay, Twilight, be wary of bad things. Peril, be wary of bad people. Rumors of revolution, be wary of your subjects. Oh, I am kind of interested in rumors of revolution. Because, like, this would be set a little bit before the Mask Empire, which is a Dragon Age novel, and that is very how can I describe it? A lot of revolutions in that. That's where you get the whole deal with Celine, Briala, and Gaspard in what's it called? What's the Elysian level called? Okay, the one where you go to the ball. I can't remember. In Hush Whispers, is it? No. Oh. It's fun, so okay, let's go. Freedom of Revolution. Will be horrible. Sedation in Serault. Serault is a long way from Valroyo. The customs of the Empire are weak here. Pagan traditions, seditious heresies, banish demigods. They flourish out here on the edge of the world. Perhaps you can turn that to your advantage, but the divine won't be pleased by disorder. Your choice has been recorded in the keep. An occurrence, your twilight quality is now 11. The sun is ascent. An occurrence has occurred. Your peril quality is now 11. Peaceful roads. An occurrence, rumors of a revolution. Your quality is now 21. Whispers by the world. Your essential meets you at the bottom of the tower stairs. I'm sorry to disturb your grace, but two matters require your urgent attention. What sort of counsellor is he? You can recruit a counsellor, bodyguard, an accomplice, and lover to increase your skill. Bold, but not subtle. And I won't lie, one of them is bad, but the other one is bad and sarcastic. Finally, so you can essential increase your dare-do by 5. Cunning, but overcautious. One of them is a delicate matter, and I enjoy your grace. Enjoying your grace to tread carefully. How are we going? They're doing is 50. Cunning is 20. I'm going with this. The hesitant Serault essential will increase your cunning by 5. Last night, storms shattered several windows in the Great Hall. I'm led to understand that repairs will not be straightforward. More urgently, a visitor arrived from Valero. She said she would only deal with you. When I pressed regarding her business, she asked if I would like to be turned inside out and said if she would be happy to oblige. I suspect her of voice majory. I counsel you to deal with her carefully for the future of Serault's sake. The essential is of modest use, but you will be able to recruit more capable companions soon. Click on the items tab to the left to see your current companions. Okay. We like a bodyguard. We also like a lot of compliments. And we are without a lover. Well, we hope to fix that. Onward. It's a girl, Morrigan. And I'm going to print screen this because I actually would like a copy of this myself. This lovely picture of Morrigan. Just for personal uses. I know I can always get it elsewhere on the internet, but... God, why aren't you print screening? That's it. An unexpected visitor. Strokes of early sunlight push through the empty windows of your great hall and sparkle on the carpets of the carpet of glass fragments that crunches underfoot. A woman awaits you. She wears road-stained travelling clothes and bears a staff of knotted wood. She makes no attempt to conceal her majory. She bows. Greetings, Your Grace. She places a letter into your hands and says, I trust this will establish an understanding between us. It reads, the bearer of this letter acts for the good of Orlais. She is to be granted any aid she requires. She is the subject to no justice but my own. Beneath shines the gold seal of the Empress. The woman speaks, her accent Ferelden. I request access to your glasswork, Your Grace, a matter of importance to the state. I'm told they are the very best. She smiles expectantly. Grant your permission to use the glassworks and offer her your hospitality. She can stay at the chateau. Send her away. The Empress be damned. It will take more than a pretty seal to stamp the Empress will on you. The sorceress is not welcome. Serault has been troubled by enough apostates. Well, that may be true, but Morrigan. A new friend. The sorceress grins. It is a delight to deal with someone reasonable at last. You would not believe the fools I have to endure at court. The laws of courtesy are so inconvenient. Do not set fire to this chevalier. Do not encase that baroness in a block of ice. How are we supposed to get through the day? Serault is more to my taste, rugged, confident, dark, intriguing. Perhaps you'll show me more of its virtue, Your Grace. You explained that to who live here, that Serault is a she and not an it. The sorceress grinned. I like her more and more. The scornful sorceress is staying at the chateau. A stranger quality has gone. Welcome to the world. Okay. Broken glass. You turn your attention to the broken windows of the hall. You can't conduct the marquisate business until the repairs are made. You summon the mistress of the Glassworks Guild. We can make repairs, Your Grace, she tells you, but not without certain rare tints that were to be delivered this week. Unfortunately, the merchant transporting them appears to have gone missing. Yes, only dignified people will go with a tutorial. Investigate the case of the missing merchant. You want your hall to be restored just as it was. No, better. Begin a short tutorial about investigating cases. You'll receive a useful reward at the end. Order replacements in plain glass. You're too busy to trouble yourself with a delayed merchant. Undoubtedly he is drunk at a roadside inn somewhere. Skip the tutorial. You'll lose a little dignity. No. We are dignified. We'll go with a tutorial. Okay. As you play your save cases, gather clues to investigate them, then pass judgment. Okay. Investigate the case of the missing merchant. The game is afoot. A good ruler circumvents sources of information. Every part of the whatever has happened to this merchant, you will find him. You will be taken to the main play screen. Click on your deck to draw cards, then play them to earn resources. Gather 10 clues to locate the missing merchant. Click on the War tab to the left to see your current objectives. Filling your hand of your deck costs an action. You have 20 actions. One recovers every 20 minutes. Okay, so we'll see how this goes. Onward. Okay. Your decks. Click deck to fill your hand. Okay. An eventful week. Moments. Yeah, about this, I probably will record some of this off stream and like upload the footage up to Twitch and YouTube, or I might just do this like every so often, like a stream it, hopefully all before the game goes in November, because I'm not quite sure how long this actually goes for. I might go this one. An eventful week. Or can we go back? Okay, we can go. Perhaps not. Okay, cool. An eventful week. The smithing guilds. The smiling guild mistress. She hasn't touched a crucible or worked the blows anew, managing the glass workers build and its brilliance. Fragile personality takes up her time. Her glass sword rests awkwardly at her hip, the hilt spinning fractures of light across the floor. Ask her for her advice. The guild is an isolated pocket of Serault, but she knows everything that goes on within earshot of the walls. No merchant leaves it without being interrogated by her own dinner. Interrogated by her over dinner. Getting clues. The higher Serault's prosperity, the easier it would be. An almost impossible challenge. Okay, so we only have a 10%. Secure the guildmistress's position with gifts and confessions. The master glassworker are whist, irritable, and proud as only can be. Every one of them thinks that he could run the guild better than she does. Invite the guild's mistress to become your advisor. You could use a smile with the knife hidden behind it. Ask her to teach you a thing or two. She has survived as head of the guild longer than any previous incumbent. What was her secret? Okay, so we cannot really do any of that. So let's see what this one's. Eventful week omens. Serault is busy with portents today. She has always attracted uncommon and the unnatural. Things creep into the upperwoods from the silent depths of the Turshan and the moonlit mysteries of the masked I know how to pronounce and just date. Still practice here. And there's me, of course, the theme of Serault. Which omen attracts you? Whispers in the wood. You feel it the next time you go hunting. An uneasiness in the woods, swallowing silence, broken by stirring leaves. Throughout though the wind is dead as the gallows corpse. Rapidly Fakarum. Your weary life awaits you until you clear the hall before bringing peasants forward. His brown eyes are round with fear. A visitation of ravens. They arrive one at a time. Each hour bring another black-winged visitor. Now a rustling host roosts on the battlements of the Heron Tower, just above your window. We can't do that, it's locked. Sudden storm. An hour ago, the sky was sapphire blue, and the sun was hard and hot as a baking bronze. Now black clouds boil overhead, impaling Serault Tower on silver splits of lightning. Okay, that's also locked. Let's see what else we can do in the other one. An eventful week, the Herald. Serault is not blessed in her neighbours. They are pompous, banal, dull, and benefic, except for one who is all for the shame of Serault. It is rare for a herald to arrive in Serault. Most business go east to the heartlands, but against the odds, here's one, proudly sporting his master's livery. What is his business? After speaking to him, a maiden of your court begs a moment of your time. Pink with nerves, she blurts, I know your grace plans to hold a tournament soon, but would it not be better to hold a dance? Other youths of the court hover nearby, pretending very badly that they aren't listening. Ooh. Sad news, your grace, the herald exclaims. Your beloved relative, and here's where he says an entirely unfamiliar name, has passed away. Please, master, your grief. The end was peaceful, mostly peaceful. Let's go with the ball. Learn more. We lost dignity. Finding her courage, she speaks in a rush. There's a new dance. It has simply taken Valero by storm. The Empress' own dance masters invented it. Everyone's doing it. They call it the Toridon? Would it not reflect well the Empress? Would it not reflect well on Serault if the Empress' fascinations were ours too? You lost two dignity. A swallow dips past your window, struggling against the blusty wind. The latest fad. A new dance, the Torodon, has seized Valero like a falling sickness. Some of your youngest scions of Serault have succumbed. Look, we all lose dignity when we play games. That's why we're gamers. Some of your scions of Serault have succumbed. You are asking you to hold a ball. You have intended a journey, but apparently they're out of fashion at the Imperial Quandary. Hold the tourney anyway. A pox on fashion. Good old-fashioned tourney gets the blood pumping. You might even win. Resort's dignity for a chance to win a bag of royals. Increase your daredoing and lose some health. How good that would be. got 60% of succeeding that. Hold a ball and dance the Toradon. I'm gonna probably keep on changing how I pronounce that. Alright, let's see what this spout is about. Try to increase Serault's dignity. Okay, so it's basically even. Let's dance. It's got a good beat. Finally, fine lords and ladies form lines facing one another, and the lively music begins. It's difficult to dance. It's a difficult dance master. The arms are held stiffly at the sides, and the steps consist of straight legging hopping. It's not the most elegant of pastimes, but the younger guests are thrilled to be so contemporary. Your rulership is increasing. You succeed in a rulership challenge. Risky challenges mean you learn more. You gain 10 dignity. Toradon? Yep. That makes sense if it's a French word. We'll do this. Okay, so we can't do that anymore. Okay, but we can do this. So let's learn more about the visitation of ravens. And also, did that mean that we were dancing on broken glass? Just thought about that. Were we dancing on broken glass? Oh, that's the fashion. Dancing on broken glass. A visitation of ravens. Inconsiderate guests. They don council cloaks. The dawn council croaks awake. You awake. Their waist stains the tower walls. What do the darn things want? A high star and swift a star wind, high and swift, pushes silver clouds to and fro beneath the moon. Okay, we gain 2 twilights. Okay. Brady is pain. You're right. Whoop. What was that? Nothing. My phone was just buzzing at me. Wheeling crows. For 3 days they have circled the South Tower, croaking at dawn and dusk. The cook's boy swears one of them carries a serpent in its claws, but he has always struggled with an excess of imagination. Call for soothsayers. Can they show you the future? Spend some of Serault's prosperity to reduce her peril and gain clues. Her twilight will increase. A tough challenge. Okay. Got a success of 40. Ignore the potence. You will not live your life at the behest of stars and chicken entrails. This will reduce Serault's twilight, and she may gain prosperity or peril. 40, okay. Decipher the meanings yourself. You have a way of such things. This will increase Serault's twilight, but you also may gain clues. And the 60. Okay, let's do this. So it also gives us clues. Pieces of the world. In the sullen croaking of the crows you hear much that is hidden, truths that have been buried, secret alliances, hatred whispered alone in the dark. Woodwise is increasing. You have succeeded in a Woodwise challenge. Risky challenges mean you may learn more. You gain 10 twilights and you now have 10 clues. Onward. Ooh, the missing merchant. You have tracked down the merchant down to an ill-repute house on Candle Street, where he has been indulging his fondness of contracted affection, strong wine, and certain herbs from the depths of the apple woods. Your guards drag him before you. He makes a hoarse apology. I may have overindulged, Your Grace. You know what they say, there's no guilt in Serault. You demand to know what that means. Only that no one cares about what happens here, he stammers. A man or a woman can indulge in their vices in Serault without worrying that a word of them will get back home. Send the fool away. You got the tints, that's all that matters. You'll gain freedom but lose dignity. Okay. Seeds. Use cargo. No guilt, no, then so it be. This will increase prosperity but decrease freedom. Well, we want a low freedom because we don't know people revolting or I'm gonna send the fool away. We are without dignity. Restored! You wave the merchant away as he leaves with a petrified expression of a man who has just realised what he has said and to whom. Your new windows paint the halls 1,000 vibrant colours. The stag of Serault rears on the left and the right of the blazing Andraste, masked accordant to local custom. They looked magnificent. The next day is market day. The streets course with visitors. Peddlers rub shoulders with priests. Chevaliers ride past. Ragged vagabonds. Merchants bedeck their stalls with bright cloth. In your halls, your essentials approach with urgent news. Okay. A miraculous opportunity. The message from divine Justinia herself, fifth of her name, exalted servant of the Maker, supreme ruler of the Chantry. She is travelling to a peace summit, and her great progress will bring her to Serault. We are eager to see, the letter reads, whether Serault has redeemed her ancient saying. This is your chance to restore your realm's fortunes. You will hold the greatest feast in 100 years. You must win the divine's favour. Serault won't have a chance like this again. I'm just gonna have some of my drink while I think about this. The way of the hand. You will impress the divine with Serault's lavish hospitality. To begin, you must gather 3 vandals. The way of the whisper. You will learn the divine secret. She will favour Serault whether she wants to or not. To begin, you must gather 3 secrets. The Way of the Heart. Serault's pride and glory will win the divine favour. To begin, you must gather 3 trophies. Ugh. Secret seems the best and most Elysian way. But come on, we're Elysian. What is blackmail? What is blackmail? What is an Elysian without blackmail? Let's see. Health, scholarship, dare doing, good wise, cunning. Time to yes, we'll time to blackmail the fantasy pope. I was looking at something. I think that's the best. We'll blackmail the fantasy pope. The savior of Serault. You set yourself to governing Serault with newfound purpose. You have 7 weeks until the divine arrives. Now your hall is restored. Your cards have been pinned to the bottom of the play screen. These cards are always available and allow you to raise resources, go hunting, purchase secrets, violence, trophies, or summon people for you. Play pin cards usually cost actions. In addition, more cards have been added to your deck. Okay. We'll blackmail the Pope. Fantasy Pope. Sinful. Steel Chantry. How are we? Don't really have anyone to resend for. We could go hunting. We'll check with this. Okay. I'll walk through this. Blown in the wind. Blown on the wind. The Arabic Dowager. It is market day. On market day, you will draw a special rewarding cards from the deck once you choose to play one, though the others will disappear from your hand. The Arabic Dowager is one of your vassals. She has lost her husband and lands into a rebellion. Your mother gave her a place under your roof. She is blunt, but intricately connected to the noble houses of Orlais. One evening, she presents a young, dark-haired man in road-worn clothes. Your Grace, I would like you to introduce the son of a dear correspondent of mine. He is a traveller of far away and has to go further. I hope, for my sake, you'll grant him a night's hospitality. This is Carver Hawk, brother to them. Let's say the most infamous, the most infamous Hawk of Kirkwall. Oh, I love Carver. As you can tell, I play a mage Hawk. Because this also records on. What canon world do you have? You note the flicker of irritation of the man's face as he bows. Oops. My earpiece has fallen out. Dowager, step back. That is not Carver Hawk. Carver died at Lothering. This is an imposter. Probably a confident trickster. Possibly a spy. Yeah, it is really cool. Like, it's kind of a shame that it's going, because I feel like it's kind of gone underappreciated in all the times it's existed. I wonder if this is kind of in preparation for the 4th game, that they're gonna replace it with something kind of bridging the gap between Inquisition and this. Why has my music stopped? What's happening? Music? Oh, yeah. Okay, I didn't tell you to pause. Thank you. There. Greetings, Templar. Male bursts in from Thames beneath the cloak. A sunburst brooch winks at his collar. He has joined the order at Kirkwall. You have heard just before the war began. Greetings, Warden. His cloak is grey. His sword is notched. His eyes are hard like winter soil. What is about grey wardens? Even the merriest of them are melancholy. We'll greet him, because greetings the wardens, because that's who he is in my game. I honour your grace, he says. Don't worry. I am not here recruiting. I am on business elsewhere, but I could do with a roof over my head and a warm meal for once. I can pay for my board with the newest news of places I've passed through, or reluctant tales about the antics of my sibling, who has more fame than I do, though less sense. Will you make him welcome anyway, or turn him away? The Maker knows. Welcome him. The Maker knows his order has received little gratitude. A warden's never brought good news, it is said. Turn him away. Wardens always want something. Recruits armies a dangerous, sinister service they'll never explain. We'll keep him around. An official meeting. What will you do with your visitor? You'll dine on fat porridge simmering in a pot of sweet onions and pale beans. Then a plate of round cakes peppered with poppy seed and laced with honey. Your cook has baked Serault antlers into their crust. Carver isn't used to such kindness. Serault has always been a friend to the wardens, he says, nursing his steaming cup of spice wine. Your ancestor, he touches his nose rather than say the name, did important work for us. Vital work. Interesting. Internal preparations. Things are going well. You already unearthed some delicious knots of secrets to convert the divine, but there's so much to do. You needn't limit yourself to intrigue either. Hospitality and splendor are equally effective, and a combined approach might be best. You'll need at least a total of 15 secrets, 15 vanillas and trophies to achieve a good ending, or more to unlock better endings. Consider your next move. Learn ways to accumulate resources for the Feast of Divine. Making ready. Everything can be brought with enough gold, of course, but your greatest asset is Serault. Her prosperity, dignity, and freedom are the brightest coins. Alternately, you can go hunting in the woods for trophies and finance and or see what opportunities market day brings. Okay. Blow in the wind. Oh, okay. See what's available here. The Dowager steps forward. Okay, what do you want, Dowager? The Dowager steps forward. Waits to address your court. She wears a wide-eyed owl mask. Its feathers wrought with bright silver. She does not fidget. She does not yawn. Though she is no longer young, her back is the straight as ever, and her voice is sharp. Thieves have taken my jewelry from our armoire. They were in my chambers. You better investigate. I've been asked to broach a matter with you. Some of the younger gentlemen and ladies of the court have hoped that you'll hold a ball. Apparently a new dance of array. Apparently a new dance is all the rage in Valorai, the poison or something. Okay, perhaps not at the moment. Who is she? The dashing outlaw. Her laugh rings through the woodlands. She's a hero to the peasantry, despite taking rather more than the rich from the rich than she gives to the poor. The outlaw was elusive, but a message delivered to the right hands finds its way to her. Send a messenger asking for information. The more lawless Serault is, the more she knows. Your peril quality gives you a 30% chance. No. Turn a blind eye to her crimes. She has many dangers. At least you can talk to this one. Earn a favor from the dashing outlaw. The cost of peril. Okay, we don't have that. Okay, we can't really do anything here with this, but we'll just see what we can do, if we could. Employ her to entrust your safety. No one knows the size of her band. She has agents and sympathizers across Serault. Recruit her as your accomplice. It will be useful to have agents on both sides of the law. Ask the dashing outlaw to lay low for a while. You've not friend. Okay, so this is probably stuff we can really interact with later. The bard wants a quiet word. He lingers at the back of the court, gossiping with your courtiers and making snide jokes about plaintiffs and defendants alike. Once the day's business is done, though he appears at your side, a moment for your time, your grace. He tugs conspicuously at his moustache. Which matter deserves your attention? Herald of a mercenary company called the Black Dogs. Well, they're heading to Serault. No sooner has he started speaking than a watchman bursts in. Your grace. The watchman cries, there are fires at the docks. Go over this one. Another time. The bard steps back. My business awaits. This is less important than being on fire. Your horse awaits you in the courtyard. The ring of swords and shields and the battle mail surround your courtyard. Your chevaliers are practicing the war play. You gain 2 peril. Okay. Fire. The fire reduces a row of houses to a smoking black skeleton. Your city watch. A tourist restraint have wrestled it under control. The fire is an auto. The town's houses are wooden and tightly packed. They lean across the narrow streets. Many blame the cinders from the glasswork chimneys, but at least as often it is the fault of a careless candle, a fallen lamp, or a poorly tended hearth. Okay. Enact laws to improve safety. Your watch captain has a long list of suggestions. 30. Rebuild the ruins might be cheap. Okay, we'll go with this because I don't really feel like backing out of it. We're just gonna, once we get down to a path, we're gonna do whatever. Your captain's face is still smudged with soot. We should restrict the sales of candles and lamp oil, your grace, she advises, and from a dedicated fire watch. Membership's mandatory to all citizens. You politely temper her more draconian counsels and shine what is you politely temper her more draconian counsel and shine what is remained in law. Serault can sleep more safely now. Okay, so we can do another thing as well. How are we with this? Okay, we can do that. Go back. See. Okay, 3%. Let's go hunting. Do we have 10 clues? Let's see. Trophy, secrets. Okay, so we'll do that later. Prepare for the divine. Divine will also arrive. Will arrive all too soon. You must make ready. Here you can spend some resources. Okay. Summon the muttering banker. He fidgets before you, digging custard stains from his collar with an unclipped nail. Send back the royal to purchase. Okay. Secret riskier methods. Oh yeah, we used the clues to find the merchant. Very true. Uncertain times present opportunities to the bold. Some cards gain opportunities, gain trophies, twilight sort. Okay. No, we don't want to restart the game. Acquire luxuries to impress the divine. Okay. Okay. So yeah, we just do. We get secrets to this. You can be sinful. Oh, okay. So this is how. We probably call everyone. Okay. Yeah, we'll talk to the Dowager. Allow me to introduce an emissary from my dear friend. The herald bows. His voluminous sleeves brush the mosaic floor. Welcome. The word from a rival. He wears a dove mask, flushed with carnial. You restrain a groan. His master's land share a border with Serault. You are not enemies exactly, but you certainly aren't friends. The Dowager's smile is impeccable, but immobile as a portrait. Is that a flicker of an apology in her eyes? The herald clears his throat. Allow me to tell you of my master's recent visit to the Imperial Court, where he is welcomed as a prince and showed with the most lavish beneficence. His voice drones like bees in a hive. Benefactors. The boastful neighbour, your rivals had drones about their visit to the Imperial Court, a tedious string of boasts and gossip, and as a gift, just to rub it in, a chest of bright silks and sweet perfumes. The exchange of gifts is a matter of etiquette. How will you recuperate? Give a richer gift in exchange. Let it never be said that Serault cannot pay her debts. Increase Serault's dignity, but reduce prosperity. Accept his gift, but only return a polite letter. With the right words, you might be able to keep the gift and preserve Serault's dignity. That is a 40. To match his gift and ply the herald with wine. Oh, he must have heard a great deal of court. Perhaps it'll be some of use. Oh, how's this? Yes, 50. Let's do this. Let's get some clues. Get this person drunk. I shouldn't tell you. You had the thought that the herald couldn't get any more verbose, but 2 bottles of serotonin's white, and his tongue runs away with him. Real and suspected trust. Unlikely pregnancies, particular uses of butter and oyster. Ooh. And his own master's rumour enthusiasm for moon bathing. Ooh. Our neighbour is a moon bather. Now we have 5 clues. Okay, so that's how the clue 1 works. It's a separate thing. Okay. Okay, 3 still. Perhaps not. Get the resources. Yeah, my peril's 3. So we probably should increase our peril. Or decrease our peril? I don't know. Okay, okay, we lowered it because I'm handling the fires, okay. Sit in judgment. Summon a subject. Taxation. Restore health, we're fine without health. Let's go hunting, actually. Because it just says we need 10 clues to find a quarry. But it doesn't say we can't go hunting without knowing a quarry. So we'll just go that. We'll see what's like. The Applewood throngs with game, deer and boar are common, but sometimes word reaches your court for a more challenging prey. Okay, no, okay, it does definitely say we have to go. Woods call, but you have business to attend to. Okay, so we definitely need 10 clue to do stuff. The responsibility of your position, they weigh heavily, but a desert you are, and a desert you remain. Okay. The sealed chantry. I think I kind of heard about this before. Okay, so this is where I've heard stuff happens in this. Really weird stuff. The sealed chantry, the chateau chantry sealed. These 3 generations as punishment for the shame's excess. The blind may choose to unseal if she's very impressed. Or you can enter if you dare. Okay. So that's 25%. We'll do that another time. We'll play another set of cards. The Baron waits impatiently. He isn't good at waiting. He folds his arms over his ample belly, huffing until it's his turn to speak. Then he stamps forward and addresses you in a voice that silences the whole. His mask is a smiling porcelain youth. They say it was cast from his own face in his prime. Which of his councils do you address? The bandit chiefs have called a council. If the bickering devils forget that they hate each other, Serault's roads will run red. Am I to be summoned at the groveling of handful lazy peasants? He's irate, but you've heard travelling reports of the conditions of his vassals' estates. We'll go with this one because it seems to be doing something. Familiar pride. Serault's bandits clans are riven by feuds. The Black Knots hate the Shattered Lamp, and whose have warned on the Blessed Oak since Serault was young. The Dead Rose and the Corpse Dancers have been locked in the spiral of betrayal and betrothal for a decade, it seems impossible that they could put their differences aside, but if they did, we should hurry them before they had a chance to unite, counsels the Baron. Like your mother and I did in the bright summer. Time to make a song of your own, Huntress. The outlaws are a mass of the west of the river. Just said if they meet in the green vault, a clearing where ash trees soar as tall as temple pillars, a sacred place where the bulk of the ancient quarrels set aside with the reminder they are settled though ancient bloody contests. Lead a force to harry them. The forest is their home. The bandit clans are honoured by generations of strife and subterfuge. They are hard to find, harder to catch, and harder yet to kill. High risk challenge. Your woodwise quality gives you 25% of success. Okay. Got 50 for this one. Place agents at the council. Pitch battles. Yeah, if you increase them, you can't become less safe. But if two of them are 100, you might just die. If they're high, you can use them to do certain checks. Yes, I'm getting that too now. Yeah. Place agents at the council. Pitch battle on the council ground. Too risky, but you can at least recruit agents among them to learn what's decided at the council. Infiltrate. Witness. You recruit 2 agents, and one and a half of whom return. The second was identified tied between 2 horses and pulled apart. Ooh! Your first agent could only retrieve the slower horse. Dull-eyed, he tells you of little what he witnessed. A new marriage between the chief of the blasted oak and the son of the shattered lamp. The dread roast chief losing the threatening contest with a corpse dancer and with its plunder right to the southern forest road. There he knows more, but his comrade's fate has shaken him. He says no more. You failed 25 failed in the cunning challenge. Okay. Okay, but we got a 10 perilled. And we got clue, so yeah, we can go hunting. Let's just check on her. How are we with this? 18. Okay. %, chance of success. What will you want though? Okay. The knight requests an audience. He reads as he waits. When his turn comes, the steward has to call his name 3 times before he notices. He shuffles forward with a creaking bow. Which of his concerns do you address? Plague assaults my land. I do what I can for those who contract it, but it spreads like fire. I implore you, please help me. I've conducted a brief study of graffiti that has sprung up across the marquisate. I think they're messages, coded messages. Okay. We'll do this. Then we'll go hunting. It'd be good to have like probably an extra few clues for hunting. He He has always sought to preserve even the most mundane secrets of Seraultian life. Perhaps, for once, it has paid off. It was just the way to pass time initially, but patterns begin to appear. Alas, codes and ciphers are not my areas of expertise, and my other research beckons. I've recently acquired a fragmented copy of Mostrata's final journey, and translating it is going to be damn tricky. He hand over the comprehensive set of sketches and logs detailing the graffitis across Serault. Air from the river is high and swift today, carrying scent of leaves and nodding barley. Okay. Graffiti blooms across Serault like a primrose in the evening. You can find it in dismal alleys and on the height of the granaries, even if totally on the bright castle walls. The simplest and most common symbol is a velvet candle flame. The more complex and revolutionary slogans or unflattering caricatures of your noble self. Okay. Scrub them clean. She will pristine be again. Okay. Okay, 62. Try to crack the code. Your revolutionaries are using graffiti to transmit messages under the very nose of your watch. Try to gain clues and reduce the rumors of revolution. Ooh, how good are we do that? 40. Okay, we'll do that. Not enough hours in the day. Pages of notes carpet your desk and spill onto the floor around your chair. The evening erodes into night. You light a candle and work until it burns down. You send for another. Soon you don't need it. The night sky pales in your window. A smug cockerel crows. The castle's stern duty calls. Dawn has defeated you. Scholarship is increasing. Scholarship challenge has failed. We gained 3 clues though. We've lost 10 health for not sleeping. Whoopsies. Okay. So, yeah. Probably. Yes. You're right, she does have a 1. What's that for? Unravel her artiface. How did she finish thin air? How can she be in 2 places at once? How can she rob, wail, and murder and still be beloved? Okay. Spend clues to increase your cunning. The higher your cunning is more will cost. Okay. How is that? 18%. Okay. Let's go hunting though. Let's go hunting. Let's see what the... Yep, blah blah blah, we've read that before. More. A high, swift and nimble, a bard, you know, prone to poetry, calls on the main woods. Okay. This will earn us a trophy. We'll get a trophy. How many do we have a trophy already? Okay, we have 2 trophies. We don't have that. No, the vineyards. Go softly. Their meat is rich and red, but they're skittish. It will take a soft thread and steady hand on the bowstring. You can always see how close you are to completing the hunt by checking the More tab in your left sidebar. Yes, we are the Huntress after all, so yes, we should go hunting. Bring the hounds. The hounds may help you crack your quarry. Get an early start. This will give you 2 extra hours to complete the hunt. Extra privers. You'll lose help, but these may help you. These may help you regain it. If you lose your help, okay. Oh, okay. So they all cost trophies. Okay. We'll do this one. Bring the hounds. Eager for the chase, they lick your hands. Their breath are hot on your fingers. Their handlers curse as the dogs pull their leads. You ride towards the woods. You now have one of this pack of hounds. 12 hours of daylight remain. You are entering the greenwoods, a pleasant outer reach of the forest. Ah, okay. Footsteps on the path. A peddler? Something. Perhaps you know something useful that uses. Okay, that uses our whole 12 hours. Perhaps not. We'll check. Switch stream. The hounds find the scent again. They stop at the water's edge, milling about in frustration. Follow the stream into deep woods. These trees are old and stooped. They lean closely together, their leaves whisper. Perhaps not at the moment. Follow the trail, you cover ground. Leave the trail, cut through trees. Wide space learn to avoid trails. You do better taking a road less traveled. Southwards though, what does that say? Okay, we can't do that, so let's. Since we're all about secrets, perhaps he does know a secret or two. Dusty boots and a rattling cart. He wears a broad-brimmed hat to keep the sun from his neck and pulls a handcart burden with his words. He recognizes your livery. He bows. You think so too. You should think so too. Ask what he knows of the wood. Perhaps you'll learn something to aid your hunt. Ask him about the latest news. You may learn something about your domain. Okay, maybe it just consumes it. Okay, yeah, true. What should we do? Well, I suppose we are on a hunt. But then again, we'll want to learn secrets. Okay, we'll go on a hunt. Okay. He differs and perfect gates. He's eager to please but knows nothing. Okay. 11 hours of daylight remains. Okay, so we probably should have asked him about... We probably should have asked him about the, thing. And yes, now we know that it doesn't consume the whole 12 hours. Because that would be very weird if our whole conversation cost 12 hours. I'm just gonna see if that's gonna give us something interesting. Ooh! A tumble down track. Yeah, he could have been very talkative. Okay, whoops. What does it say up here? A tumble down track. Over the centuries, the forest edges ebbs and flows. Sometimes it rolls over homes and villages, sending them amidst the trees. Throughout most of the residents, rather than remain adrift in the greater woods, some remain. Wait a second, I'm just getting rid of this little pop-up. Though most of the residents leave rather than remain, just the green woods, some remain. Those who are secretive, cling to customs older than the rule of the law. Okay. What have they heard? You're unlikely to learn about your quarry, but you may gain use for lore. Yeah, we'll do this. Woods lore. The hermit who lives in the hovel knows countless of secrets of Applewoods, their glooming dells, their wriggling paths. He is proud to share them. Oh, thank you, Hollis, for the raid. I currently have alerts turned off on my stream because I want to keep this nice and crisp for prosperity's sake, since this game is going. Thank you for the follow, Hollis. Thank you for the follow out of the parent, and thank you for the follow Snee Slug. We are playing Dragon Age The Last Court, which is a free text-based game, which is sadly going to be removed off the Dragon Age Keep website in November. So I am playing it as a farewell to the game. We are currently talking to a hermit. The gleamy doll. Okay, blah blah blah. Where we're up to. He's proud to share them along with a cup of graining black bread and a plate of gnarled vegetables. He cackles as he eats, spraying you with crumbs. Our rulership has increased. We are now closing in. Wood rise has increased. Play the card one more time. Okay, what was... Okay, so we're just gonna hear the same thing again, okay. We'll use our dogs, since we have them. Over enthusiasm. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, yep. Over enthusiasm. They find a scent, but it's the wrong one. The dogs slip their bounds and race off to after a meager hare. You call and whistle and do no good. The dogs are lost. Your kennel will round them up, but for now you have no choice but to press on without them. Oh, very true. Yeah, very true. You're all right about that fish bread. Yeah. Okay, so we'll do a Huntress Trail. 62. Okay, so this one. Leave the trail, cut through the trees. Wise beasts learn to avoid trails. You'll do better taking the route less travelled. Fruitless. You wade through the undergrowth looking for any sign of your quarry. But the forest hoard its secret like it's miser his silver. There's no sign of for them. Woodwise is increasing. Okay. We've got 7 hours left. Okay, and we don't have any clues. Okay. You think that I haven't lied? Okay, we'll ignore the shack this time. Unwilling to grant your prey even a moment of respite, you push on in pursuit. The shack is silent. Perhaps it's a habit fled at your approach. Daredoing is increased. You succeed in daredoing challenge. 6 hours remain. Closing in. Okay. Ooh. We'll ask again. This time, we will ask if you know something about our domain. You might give us some secrets. The peddler is well informed. You hear a number of fresh minted rumors concealing events in your realm. Oh, cool! We've got 5 new clues. 5 hours there, but daylight remain. 60. How's our health? 90. Could go forth. Splash through the stream. There's a splash through, picking up the trail on the other side. Root squelch as you continue to chase. Okay, yeah, that's probably fair enough. Yeah, do like the one we're getting closer. Do this one more time. Wood rise, closing in. Okay. Ooh. Hot on the trail. You're gaining on your quarry. You have a chance to capitalize on your advantage. How far will you push your luck? Leave your companions behind. They're slowing you down. You'll gain closing in but become alone. Abandon softly. You race through the woods, abandoning stealth for speed. You'll gain close but it'll become noisily. Push yourself. Okay, we have 50 health, but we need 50. We'll have 90. Ignore the clench of your muscle. Press on. You'll gain closing in, but you'll lose health. Pace yourself. Slow and steady. There's no need to take risk. Okay, well, we'll ignore the aches of our muscles. Tireless pursuit. No time to stop now. You pay no need to the fire that rages in your lung. or the ache in your limbs. All that matters is catching your quarry. You lose 20 health? No, so now we have 70. You're going to 12, closing in, total 10. Okay, let's try. Let's go. Leaving the sun behind. The trail is a faint mark stretching through the trees. The leaves thicken overhead. Temperature rises. Blue flies buzz hungrily around you. Gloom gathers. You're entering the deep woods, the darker, less travelled depths of the forest. 2 hours remain. You've lost 5 clues. Didn't send the growth. Yeah, I'm not quite sure how closing in works. Hack through the pursuit of your quarry. The direct route is the quickest. That's 60%. Send in beaters. Perhaps they can scare something out. 60%. Okay, we'll look. Swift stream. That's probably going to revive our high elf, I'm going to assume. Hunter's Trail. I think it's more in, like, yes, this is going to give us a better chance, but I feel like it's a bit more in character, just to. What would a proper Huntress do? Would they hack and slash? Or will they scare something out? I suppose hack and slash. Parting the veil. You emerge from the undergrowth, sweat on your back and notches in your blade. Picking up with quarry sail on the other side. Dare doing is increasing. We succeeded. Okay, 1 hour remains. It's our exercise, not our luckies. Go forth to the stream. The stream is deeper than it looks. A loose stone shifts underfoot, plunging into the icy waters. When you pull yourself up, you have to stretch up and down on the bank of the river before you can find the trail again. Weighed down by your lake, sun closed, dare doing is increasing. You have failed, the day is over, we have found nothing, and we are weary. Successful hunt. That was great. The day is ended. Twilight wraps the forest in a rustling patchwork of a shadow. It is too dark to make out the patch now. Your prey has eluded you. You must return home empty-handed. Your companions are glum and silent. Cold welcome home. You return to an empty moonlight courtyard. The chateau sleeps, save for the bleary stable master who takes your horse. Ask no questions. I'm willing to risk your anger. Perhaps you have better luck another day. You move to the new area. Chateau. Your quarry is wounded. Hasn't changed, but because it's lower than 1, you're no longer hunting hunger. Okay. Blah blah blah. Okay. Where was the healing up stuff? Because we probably should heal. Oh, okay, it only gives us 6. Okay. Onward. Okay, let's do card stuff. You gave us 16? Okay. Were we that low? Okay. Okay, the Baron waits impatiently. You lost... Okay, yes, we lost 10 from the river. The Baron waits impatiently. Isn't good at waiting. He folds his arms over his ample belly, huffing until it's his turn to speak. Then he steps forward and addresses you in a voice that silences the hall. Okay, yes, we know about the master is a smiling youth. They say it was cast from his own face in his prime. We did this. We kind of failed. On the way here, I overheard the curse and purge, your honor. You shove 3 peasants to their knees. Go on. Tell your joke again. Let's see if the Marquis finds it funny. The butt of the joke. The oldest of them, lanky and short-haired, with dirty grey fingers, speaks. We meant nothing by it, your highness. Your grace! The Baron bellows. These peasants flinch. Your grace, I mean... I just said that it was looking... We just said it was looking like a good harvest, and that you'll be happy as a puppy when you receive your tither, and then I did this. He puts his hand behind him next to his tailbone and wags them furiously back and forth. It's an old story. The Serault's shames descendants are marked by his abomination. Your mother, it was commonly held, had a forked tongue. Apparently, you have a tail. Oh, we had a tail. Okay. Quick wit in low places. The peasant's companions stare at him. They can't believe he just said, nor can he. His face turned colours of ash. Laugh. Everyone's pride needs puncturing time to time, even yours. Increase Serault's freedom at the cost of her dignity. You'll gain clues. Have the peasant punished. Too lenient and you'll seem weak. Too harsh and you'll seem a monster. This will increase Serault's dignity at the cost of her freedom. You may increase authority. Okay, how are we going on that? 23. I feel like that's gonna jump up. Dignity. 34. We're humble. Freedom. 50. We're a legion, so we don't joke. A fine line. Did you perhaps go too far? Not far enough. The serf accepts his punishment, but his friends exchange dark, resentful looks. Either they don't trust you have their best interests at heart, or they're not afraid enough. Both options are trouble. Do you want again? The cheery Baron, he's smiling as if he's just eaten a pleasant. That's impossible. Actually, that's possible. There are stories. This ferocious old monster fought by your mother's side against outlaw clans and elves of the Applewoods They were close. There were rumours. Is this our father? Is he really our father? Quite possibly. Go hunting with the Baron. People mistake his cheer for ignorance. They are wrong. Nothing happens to in his fear without him knowing. Few without him knowing. And he has a keen nose for intrigue. Gain clues. This is a woodwise test, but it would lower Serault's freedom. The happier the Baron will be. How are our freedom? 40. Okay. Wonder if he'll be happy with 40. 46% chance. Okay. Learn how to win his favour. He always liked you. That doesn't mean he makes things easy on you. Win the Baron's favour. You could enlist him as a counsellor or earn his benefits while hunting. Okay. Invite him to become your counsellor. He's the firm hand. Okay, how do I do that? Okay, we have 0. Given the names of the location of relationship sympathizers. Okay, we definitely do not have enough clues for that. Well, I feel like that would probably take us the whole day, wouldn't it? Oh, you need 21 freedom. You have 40. Okay. Does that mean like over 40 is a bit too much? Then you won't like that? Okay, we'll go back. We'll think about that. Talk to the Dowager instead. The she remarks experts largely in the matter of mud. I will seek their counsel when I require the assistance of mud or something unites in her the matter of arson and murder. What's happened with my music? Has it switched off again? Yes, please continue. The Dowager's husband was a vassal of Serault until he permitted his peasants too many liberties. Her home is a ruined haunt of outlaws now. Your mother gave her sanctuary at the chateau. We know that. Okay. Flatter her with gifts. She has soft spots of animals. A swift merlin or a soft-furred matin might improve her disposition. Okay. Getting clues. Okay. We'll give her a gift, since that seems to make her closer to make her a counsellor. But then again, we can get clues. And I'll do this, because you know other ways to get clues. Natural philosophy. She strokes and coos over your gift. Do you know why I like animals so much? They understand their place. Feed a falcon and it will hunt for you. Pet a cat and it will purr. But a peasant will eat what he's given and then take his master's food from the plate. He will return kindness with rebellion. That is not their fault. It is a consequence of circumstance and breeding. But they are what they are. Lovely, lovely Orlais. Okay, we'll see with you now. We'll actually go hunting. Woodwise. Poor sport. The deer in his woods are understandably canny. You catch nothing more than a gibbs or the rustling bracket. Oh god, we're terrible at hunting. The rain is surely, but you pry what you can from his grumbles. Okay. We're getting clues. Glass. Excuse me. I would rather have been born a glassblower, unburdened by responsibility or freedom. Prized like a peacock, my days lost in hypnotic intricacies of rainbow glass, the shame of Serault. For those who weren't here earlier, the shame of Serault is our great-grandfather. They were a apostate mage, and they did something to shame the family. Glass is the foundation of Serault's worth. Members of the Glassworks Guild are privileged prisoners, valued, well treated, and watched like jewels on velvet. Their smiling guild mistress has brought two matters before you. Which is most pressing? A sizable commission. A noble of Valero. Her name for stuttered titles was a precisely detailed set of stained glass windows, and she wants them soon. Your Grace, bad news. Cross glass swords hangs over the glassworks gates. You sign. Glass workers have rebelled and are refusing to work again. Okay, let's act on that. Troubles. They are a temperate lot, valued, privileged, but too far valuable to allow from their cushioned cage. They know they are the sources of Serault's fortune. Sometimes that gives them ideas. The chantry responds with a chant of light. Can the maker hear it from his far off throne? You lose 2 prosperity. Oh no, yes, oh no, they've unionized. How dare they do that in Orlais? The glass blows anger. The ovens are cold. The chimneys are still. Cross glass swords hang over the glassworks gates. They sign that the guild has downed their tools. Their complaints are even numerous. Make an example of someone. One of the more outspoken but less skilled members of the guild. Try and gain prosperity. That's 50. Grant leniency. Hear their complaints. Bow to the least objectionable. Smile when you do. That is a 30. Delay a decision. Grant the guild mistress and the ringleaders an audience, but promise nothing. Gain clues at the cost of prosperity and rumors of revolution. Okay, how are we on our rumors of revolution? 33. Well, it's very Elysian just to make an example of someone. Or at least how I envision Orlais. I don't know if that's truly canon with stuff, because I think they probably have gone a bit more. No, that's probably. They are probably a bit like this. I think Celine has attempted to them not to be so harsh, but no one really listens to her. And then she did set fire to an alienage. An example, the glass worker is young. She's talent and promise. That is important. It just says that no one is safe should they shrink her duty. You should your soldiers pull her from the guild and escort her to the town gates, where she's proclaimed an outlaw. As a final gesture, they take one possession, her glass sword, and smash it. It shatters. Its shards sparkle on the cobblestone as green as cat eyes. The glass worker's resistance crumbles within days. The sound of the bellows can be heard, and cough of smoke again from the chimney. You succeed in a cunning challenge. We gain 10 prosperity. The Bard was a quiet word. Okay, we dealt with the fires last time. This time we'll actually hear what he says. Troublesome guests. I've had dealings with the captain before, Ferelden by birth, but no nation will claim him now. Pleasant enough for a treacherous freebooter who got you if he thought you'll swallow a purse. He has stifled out our brewing civil war. If you like, I could arrange an introduction. Best not to ignore them, though. There's a lot of them. They're trained soldiers, and they're used to taking whatever they bloody wanted. The air is calm. Serault. The sound of Serault, carts in the street, the blacksmiths at work, the laughter of children. Okay. The Free Company. There are nearly 100 of them crossing Serault in search of wolf-like soldiers clad in mismatched armor, carrying well-kept, well-used weapons. Their eyes are hard, their hands are callous from swords, and their supplies are running low. Pay them to be on their way. This is not how these things work. Better to pay coin than plunder villages and crow haunted fields. That is a chance of 50. Drive them off with a show of force. It is risky. They are not strange to battle. Try to resist peril, gain dignity. It's 42. Dine with their leader and tolerate their company for a while longer. Trade peril and prosperity for clues. Ooh. What would this Huntress do? Would she say fuck off, or would she invite them to dinner? She definitely won't pay them off. Invite them to dinner. Charming, with his wax moustache and neat beard, and scurrilous tales of his adventures between cups of your good wine. You are not fooled. He will smile prettily when he's besieging the chateau or burning the villages to extort tribute, but your courtesy reins him in a little. He's fiercely well informed about current events. Okay, let's talk to the dowager. Okay, so now we can make her our counsellor. Why not? A new advisor. It would be an honor. She gives you a congratulatory smile, and as if you finally come to your senses. These are turbulent times, but together we can undo some of the damages of recent years. The Sentinel's release. When he realizes he's been replaced, the hesitant result sags with relief. It was a pleasant to serve, Your Grace. He's not wholly convincing. Ooh, so we have to watch out for him. Retirement. But I am unsuited to the harsh world of governance. I tend to retire with my modest estate, where I will be responsible for nothing more important than a pond full of ducks. Good day, Your Grace. I leave Serault in your hands. So now, we have our lovely lady counsellor. What day? Tuesday 6? Market day comes every 24 hours, okay. Purveyor of teas. Looks like they're a dwarf. An exalted visitor. I'm so pleased. So very pleased. Be seated here in this field chair. No, this one. The other has been occupied by a person of low birth. Will you honour me by taking this little tea? The purveyor is an associate of smugglers, revolutionaries and bards. It is easy to see why his people exiled him from his homes below, but he has an certainly rascally charm. I'll ask him about current events in Serault. He hears everything. Well, everything that's illegal. Gain clues may also gain rumors of revolution. Can you just type? Probably. Grant pardons of associates. Okay, so there are things we can't do. We only got 2. We'll do this. More clues. Ulterior motives. He pulls back his sleeves, pours you both tea and gossips flamboyantly. The secrets pour out so quickly, it's hard to catch them all, but you know that half must be false. A cloud of smoke to mask the activities of revolutionary friends, or is he trying to impress you? Entertainment? Ooh. Enlightenment, not entertainment. I permit no more than one copy of any book in my library. Thus, by committing a book to the flames, I ensure that its knowledge will not survive me. I may have to murder other readers, of course, but it's a sin. But sin is a small price for mystery. The shame of Serault. Since its shame, Serault became a refuge for the unloved and unattainable, the unwary, with an odd come odd ideas. Radical thought is common across Serault, from her pals to her pig pans. A rootless scholar begs you for patronage. His face is pale, his cloak is sodden. A dozen of houses have turned him away. Graffiti covers the walls of every house on the plaza. Your town looks as though it's painted with a waning courtesan. We'll see who this fellow is. Clyde Wong. Dangerous thoughts. He tells you of his tale. He was a lowborn, first studied with his lay brothers of the Chantry, then with their disgraced but cheap scholar in Valero. When his master ran out of things to teach him, he recommended the boy to go to university. Had he accepted, he would have been the youngest student in memory. They turned him away. Was it his low birth? His unorthodox theory on the world's order? How can he best serve Serault? Oh, we're going to 55. Don't get too high on that. A travelling scholar. The scholar needs a home. He's undoubtedly brilliant, adept in matters of physics and philosophy, an expert of movements of the stars, but his political opinions are naive at best, and inflammatory at worst. Become his patron. His learning will become a boon to Serault. This will increase Serault's prosperity and rumors of revolution. Turn away as your noble's advice. He's escorted across the border so he doesn't have the chance to foment his revolution. Allow him to stay a few days. He may have a few words of Orlais in the places he's passed through. We'll allow him to stay for now. Under your nose, he is grateful for your hospitality, but secretly preaches revolution amongst your household. By the time he leaves... Yeah. He's grateful for your hospitality, but by the time he leaves, some of your servants spot rebellious looks while others inappropriately bold in their speech. The bard, what's another word? I wonder, look out. It happens in an instant. A servant face painted with a stagger sword lunges at you with a knife. There's a splash of blood as your guards surge forward. Okay. They're revolting. The knife was meant for you. The bard took the blade in his shoulder. He leans on you heavily. I'll live. It's not deep. His face grey. Your physician hurries forward. let them try and rebel. Back, I say. Back. You look reddish with scars. Your would-be killer struggles, but your guards have him fast. Yay! Let them try and rebel. An assault on your person. In the great game, assassination attempts are a mark of prestige. You feel invigorated. Nothing gets the blood pumping or one way or the other, like a good attempted murder. Your assailant struggles in your guard's iron grip. A rival's cat's paw, a rabid revolutionary Australian lunatic. He hasn't said. And administer swift justice. There should be a trial, really. Better safe than sorry. Better you were safe anyway. Not your would-be assassin. There would be sorry, very briefly. Trade, dignity, and freedom to reduce peril. Who does he work for? Trying to gain clues. How tough is that? 40%. Well, peril isn't that high. Yeah, peril is 22 compared to. Yeah, peril's not high, so we'll go with who do you work for? We might get killed by our people. He's happy to talk. It's practically impossible to stop him. We are the Maker's elect. Send me to him, demon, and Jesse yourself will kiss these hands that tried to kill you, and welcome me into his eternal republic, where every soul is equal. He goes on like that for some time. You pick hints about his compatriot and their methods from the rant. One thing gives you a pause. He suggested that he wasn't alone. I am one of many, Your Grace. Your death has been written in fire. 10 stand ready to take my place, and 10 more for each of them. We probably die before the Divine sees us. Let's see if this chantry lady can help us. The elegant abbess. A comely chanter always walks at her left hand, and a watchful shield maiden in a green havoc at her height, but no one looks at them. Everyone looks at the abbess. She rules the secluded abbey of Barons, where unorthodox traditions conceal with undressing worship. The Grand Cathedral would not approve, but this is very far away. Ask the abbess about events in Serault, sin of salvation, great secrets, gain clues. Yeah, we'll go to talk to her. Come on. Eyes on the ground. The Abbey's priestess travels across Serault wherever they need. They hear the plights of the pauper and baron merchants. And willingly, the abbess passes on the choice piece of information, or at least one she's chosen to say. Now we have tons of clues. Gathered resources. Let's just see if there's anyone for like. No, we're fine. Talk to this well-read pig farmer. Nave le Mal Victoria, as they say in Winter. Of course, there have been many victories lately, but if you read Marquise's account on the Valerian engagement, there are some really intricate strategies. Sorry, did you want to buy a pig? She's married well for a pig farmer. She gets around. Her accent is to Venter. What an interesting woman. Play a game of Archon with the well-read pig farmer. She admires wit even more than Utrudin, especially if in a ruler, but a Marquis, a visiting pig farmer. It'll do your reputation no good at court. Okay. $40. Send a messenger to ask her opinions on the matter before you. It will gain clothes but may lose dignity. 24. Exchange in a vigorous debate of letters. Nothing hones like the muscles Saul plays. Nothing sharpens a mind like arguments. Spend clothes to increase your scholarship. The higher your scholarship, the more it will cost. Okay. Secret wise, okay. We'll try and earn a favour from the pig farmer. $20 dignity. Oh, are we on dignity? 40 smarters. Yeah, you'll need 20 dignity. We'll have a go. Yeah, lost 20. Yeah, we lost 20. We're humble now. Found wanting. She smiles apologetically, destroys your defenses, and sets her register on the throne in the center of the board. Once your opponent has an Archon, the game is all but lost. You resign. Where did that pig farmer learn such a fiendish gambit, using the slave sacrifice to open the way of her black divine? She is polite, of course. Different, but clearly she is hoping for a stern opposition. Okay, enlightenment. Yeah, we lost fantasy chess to a pig farmer. The Huntress has been outwitted yet again. His face pale. No, we don't want to do that again. Commotion while the mother is gathering clenched fists, narrowed eyes. Justice, they scream, justice right over. They drag a bald, whiskered man in ragged clothes through the street, a thief. By the sounds of it, they said he stole food from the almshouse behind the new chantry, silver from the Boatwright Guild, and purses from anyone who tarried in Ramble Street. It sounds like he's been blamed for everything, every thief in the last year. Hang the thief, someone cries. Ooh, this might be able to chill things out for us, because we can use them as a scapegoat. The lynching. Ooh. The mob rules like a lion. Someone produces a rope and begins to tie the noose the victim. Sorry about this. It's, the victim mauled by a sea of hands and plead mercy. Let the mob have their way. Try to reduce rooms of revolution. How would we go? 40. Charge in and save the accused. You also not the mob, try to gain dignity. Damn. We have no authority. But maybe they might like us if we intervene. Yeah, we use our last authority on the pig farmer. Trying to reduce rooms of revolution. We'll just watch. We'll see what happens. The noose fits snugly around the victim's neck. The crowd hoists. The wretch struggles, makes the ropes turn, swinging slowly, rejectfully around. He shakes. When he falls, steals the rope untwines, spinning his corpse lazily back the other way. The crowd breaks up, muttering, some of them saying that the hanging was too kind of a punishment, the others are glad it's over. Oh, we lost 5 dignity. When you return to your court, then you'll notice a demanded explanation. The high right of justice rests in the conscience of the hands of the Marquis, not the sweating fingers of the meaty mob. Okay. Yeah, I basically lost it all. I have no dignity. That's where you found out that I, the streamer, have no dignity. Omens. Serault is busy with potions today. Okay, yeah, we have read that bit. See the sunstorm this time. Alone, grey sheets of rain, both hides both banks of the river from your sight. The chateau is all that remains in a world of pouring waters. A clap of thunder shakes stones from the tilted tower. The dogs howl. The storm bustles through the night, departing, reluctant with the dawn. The storm, it brewed over the Turshan, as black as ravens and threaded with lightning. Even then you could feel the murmurs of its thunder in your teeth. As the evening winds, it unfurls eastward, weathering through Serault for a long, howling night. It leaves a devastation behind. What is the most important matter to address once it's past? I suppose we should help the people. Tend to Serault's people. Crops were flattened, fields were flooded, homes were turned up by the winds and burned down by the lightning. The common folk can make repairs, but only if you reduce their duties. The aftermath, the days that followed, the storms are bright and brittle. If the rains had scrubbed the Serault raw, you lowered taxation and eased labour owed on your estate and forest, able to focus on their holdings, the salvage crops, mend their houses, and unite the scattered herds. Maybe our storm was a change of heart, who knows? Very fair. To be fair, that I chose that challenge myself. I made that my weakness. Silent Hunter. They say he killed a bear with a single arrow to the eye. They say he was the Empress's lover. Incorrect, since she's a lesbian. Once in Valero, they say he was conceived on a night of a night sacred to the mask and dress state. He was born with strength and speed and cunning, but with no voice. What does he say? Nothing at all. Convince him of your prowess. He has eyes of the colour of rainwater. They are not easy to impress. Trade a trophy to earn favour from the Silent Hunter. With 2 of these, you can recruit him as a bodyguard. Send him to the woods to gain information. You don't know who his sources are, but even if they are human, if you find things no one else can. Earn clues. 27, okay. Accompany him on a midnight hunt. Ooh. You heard tales of forgotten spans of the woods, of twill of riverbanks untrodden by mortal feet, and rings of tall blue stones that were not raised by human hands. Okay, I might actually come back to him, because I might do that. Or we can be a bodyguard. Although we kind of do need a bodyguard though. Yeah, we'll go give you a trophy and make me a bodyguard later. The bargain. You find him in the wood's edge. Fetch arrows atop of moss-strapped stones. You cast your prize at his feet. He studies it. He nods. He beckons you to follow him into the trees. At least he glade a sparkle with Chrysis. A dark pool lies there. Behind it shines a statue of the mask and dress state, her face fresh and bright. Without a second look, he hurls your trophy into the water. It sinks quickly. The hunter bows his head in a silent prayer. Okay. The knight requests an audience. He reads as he waits. Our scholarship is better, so we might be better at doing that. We'll do the plague this time, because that might help with our expert assistance. Your court position is a short, pinch-faced man you employ for his steely nerves, not for his bedside manners. Okay. Sickness at the well. The disease caused by a burning fever loosens bowels and in the worst case kills, the vision tells you. The well is to blame. Can you smell that? Like brine mixed with rotten fruit. Some foulness of the earth has tainted the water. Oh, okay. I am going to screenshot that because that reminds me of something that happened in the new short story novel Winter Nights. Just the smell of brine. I doubt that would be connected though, but I'll just see. Okay, search the applewoods for some curative herbs. Somewhere in the woods lies the key of cleansing the world. Try to increase prosperity. That is a 40% chance. Order the digging of a new well close enough to the village to be convenient, far enough to avoid the corrupt source. Spin bag of royals, straightforward. Disperse the villagers among the neighbouring manors. You can find them homes where their labour is needed, but it means splitting up families and friendships. No. Okay, well, might do this. Dig a new well. Yeah, we have now authority. As saviour, you oversee the work yourself. Under the direction of the new well plunges straight forward and swift into the earth. The villagers act as though the Empress herself was staying with them. They feed you as well as they can. They share what they know of every corner of your realm. Oh no, he went. Okay. Oh no, we gave him the thing. We gave him the trophy. That's it. See what you want. Okay, 20. Probably lose that again. So perhaps not. What does she want? Almost impossible. Discuss opportunities for profit. That will use up all our clues. We have no royals. What does she say though? Get clues. Listen to her tales of long dead emperors. 3 cups of Serault cider, loosen her tongues. That's a lot of clues though. We'll just have a sip because we're getting clues. You spent hours absorbing her minutely detailed opinions on the Serault. Even after you sifted out her more vigorous opinions, one remains such of use. Of course, it is said it was the old Serault, the Serault on my roof. It could be more help to you, but I've limited understandings of the affairs of I'm a limited understanding of affairs of producers and pig farmers. Okay. We do this. Cut and trust. Her latest track, completed with muddy fingerprints, reaches you late into the evening. Its research is always exemplary, but her conclusion regarding the ethical underpinnings of tomato economy is outrageous. You're too busy. You're a busy day tomorrow. You should rest, but you can't leave an error like this unchallenged to the library. Okay. Now, can we do anything with you? Perhaps not. Okay. Make this one of our last things to do. Glass. We'll learn about this. learn more. An opportunity. It will be difficult to deliver in time, the guild mistress muses, but look at the way she pays. I didn't know the numbers went up high. Ooh, phew, we've got our things getting higher. More importantly, this custom could generate more fads, driven the higher families of Valeroy like sheepdogs does a plot. When the glass worker learns about the work, they grumble. Can't be done, they some insist, not without working us to the bone. Not that will stop them. You'll gain power but lose freedom. Turn down the increase our outside, but reduces our prosperity. How is our prosperity? For the 40s, alright. Deliver a less work. There will be other commissions, but perhaps you can keep the client on the hook, reel her in some other time. I suppose I could increase her freedom. Oh, how much? Actually, how many clues do we have? 24. They'll gain clues. A time is strife. You send the guild mistress to negotiate. She moderates the client's expectations, and though they are disappointed, you think you'll hear them from them again. The guild mistress returns with the news of the capital and rumors from the latest movement in the Civil War. Serault is not blessed by her neighbours. Okay, we give her this. Sad news. This looks sad. Adopting a convincing air of grief. You scour your memory. Oh yes, a distant related cousin of cousins, perhaps. You met once, maybe at a wedding. The herald's next words catch your attention. That it leaves the delicate matter of the will. The deceased requested that you bound by your close. That you were by a close conjugal bound administrated it. Okay. The bequeathment. A wealthy man has passed away, and the disposal of his estate and chattel falls to you. His inheritors gather like dogs at the butcher's door. Claim the title and legacy falls Serault. Your essentials tell you have an ancient right of lordship rarely invoked in recent times. Ooh. 17. Cautiously follow the will. Try ensure the inheritors are satisfied. Dignity. You try to gain dignity and clues. Okay. You need our dignity to be regained. The letter of the law. You've executed the will precisely down to the last colon. The man's dead. Yes, we need dignity very bad. The man's inheritors a somber family given to impregnable and consuming hobbies. Thank you for your diligence and invite you to dine with them. Their manner is drafty. The chef believes in boiling food into submission, but the company is perceived and frank. Perceptive and frank. Can we do anything with you? Not really. Okay, we're just getting repeats now. Yeah, we'll try. Yeah, we'll see how we go. That could be actually our final thing, because I do need to wrap up soon. And if this screws us over, we can always start again next stream. Okay, so we go. Nothing but wind. She talks to length about supply and demand, the girl's associated policies. It's an attempt to hide the fact that she doesn't have much of an interest to tell you. The longer you have to listen, her soft, purring voice, the more annoying it becomes. Prosperity challenge failed. Okay. Didn't have that big of a thing. How are we? Now we'll talk to the bard. I just wanted to say what a remarkable group of your courtiers are. Generally fascinating. Why? I spoke yesterday to a scholar who is an expert in ducks. Imagine a young Lord Golivard tells you that the tailor of a grown empress has worn can tell you of the tailor of every gown the empress has worn every 2 years. Or the last 2 years. Okay. There's probably a point somewhere. And so many of them are, aren't we? Aren't we lucky? I am sure none of them are spies. Of course, the revolutionaries or maleficars. Anyway, I am certainly grown much more interesting around here. Many of the charming creatures haven't heard my best stories yet. It's like having my very own Buffett. Okay. Fawners and flatulers. Your court seems to be filled with them. Lissom sons and daughters of local nobility, rambling scholars, pilfered with wind, visitors and other provinces who drink your wine, eat your bread, and give back nothing but unwanted opinion. Dismiss them. The ones who have proven themselves useful can stay. They can rest and they can rest. The rest can find someone else to leech off. Damn the laws of hospitality. That is 24. Straightforward challenge. Dignity and clothes. Moths will flutter about a candle. It is their nature. Yeah, we'll do that. Yes, they're annoying. Occasionally, it would please you to stab one of them, but their presence reflects Serault's prestige, and they're infrequently useful, with little to do but gossip and intrigue. They can be a fountain of information. I'll be back in a second. Okay, I'm back. I just had to check on something. Okay, so this... Actually, how many... Okay, I got 2 actions left, okay. I might wait until we completely run out of actions. Observe the strange skies. Last week, a flock of crows straight like a dragon flew overhead. do you suppose that could mean? We'll see what the code message might mean, because hopefully we're smart enough now. Okay, no. Hidden plain moonsight. Get dignity and reduce rumors. So straightforward. The whitewash. Okay, line wash is the key. You order stocks to keep watch out. You order stocks, keep out watch houses, and then when graffiti is found, the watch sends for buckets and pays an urchin a penny to do the work. Soon, Serault children are all eager to spend coin to spend on sticky jellies from the market, and are hunting graffiti out for you. Okay, cool. We've gotten the kids with the sticky jellies. And okay. The fields. Ooh. The fields. I am determined someday to lift the peasantry from their unfortunate state. Just as soon as I solve one problem or two who will clean the privy. Serault's peasants live their life under the sun and wind and rain, porridge and bread at meal times, watered beer to starve off the summer heat, muddy feet, and bare brown hands. You travel across a manifold and hard time, wasting serfs at you, wasting serfs stare at you from Stone Pocket Field. You pass through a plague village. One door in 3 is doubled with a yellow circle. Okay, let's investigate. The village is quiet. The air is foul. Your companions cover their mouths and nose with the hem of their cloaks. Those villagers who aren't sick have locked themselves inside in hopes that their disease can't find their way past a simple board of wood. You call for a physician. Okay, so it's the wall again. Somewhere in the woods lies the key to cleaning the well. Okay. But then, yeah. Even death may die. You find it in the deep woods, a flare of red and the Abora gloom. Death root is the most easy poison, but with the correct preparation it could cleanse the pollution from the world. Its fleshy pods look like bloated fingertips. You pick them with gloved hands. Within weeks, the well water is clear and fresh again. The villagers shower you with flowers and gifts, promising to bring the finest fruit of their harvest. Scholarship is increasing. Prosperity, woodwise, is increasing. Glass. Act. Our suppliers won't break the river for the few. There are pirates. There are more black flags and white ones on the rivers these days. The walls of the river. The good mistress throws up her hands. No ash, no glass. Simple as that. Something has to be done with these pirates. River pirates. Serault recent prosperity has attracted predators. Pirates have begun to prey on vessels travelling upriver. Several of the lost ships carry soda ash, which the glassmakers need to practice their craft. The smiling guild mistress appeals for your attention. Oh no, I don't want to do that because I don't want to reduce their freedom because I'm going to upset the peoples. Wait them out. There's a little you can do. Pirates vanish at the side of day. Gain clues at the cost of prosperity. But then again, how was I for reading? Yeah, wait them out. The long game. Serault labours under the deprivation of the pirates as you study every new report of their movement, their habits, their targets. Gradually, a pattern begins to emerge. Oh, the dances again. Yeah, the dance again. That was fun. Damn, we lost dignity. I forgot that I lost our dignity. You won't hold it this time, and we'll do that. Hopefully we'll be okay in terms of health. But we will get a bag of royals, and I think we do need a bag of royals to do stuff, so let's do that. Okay. Oh! 30 wearing out, okay. Playing at war. Who cares what they think in Valero? Attorney never did anyone harm except for the casualties. You earn bruises and merely a spill in jousting. A bull in archery, glorious. You lose as much coin as you win, but the experience is worth it. The tournament attracts young hopefuls across Orlais, particularly the impoverished class of landless knights looking to turn sword work to silver. Scandalous and indecent, they do little for Serault's safety or her reputation. Okay, one last time. And I am going to also oh, okay, nope, I need Dawn for doing that. Okay. Can I make you my bodyguard yet? No, okay. Accompanying him on a midnight hunt. We'll do that. Discoveries. I think that's my music ending, but I'm not going to play it again because I can't be ending soon. A ring of stones wrapped in moss. A silent grove whose branches tangle like affectionate serpents. Abandoned the village, and now nothing more than straight ridges under the swaywood where their home stood. Okay, that was quick. We'll see what this one is this time again. The dawn is close. Withering crows. Okay. Call the soothsayers to read the signs. Can they show the future? Counsellors and hoax. The soothsayers offer plenty of opinions about little sense. According to some, everything from pans to ponies should be avoided. According to others, those same things are the sign of your high dignity. Not one of them has true sight. What you can gather, though, is that the forest is astir, and the trouble times are coming. Okay. And last act. Listen to him. And same as last time, I think. Yep, he drones on about favours. What did we do last time? No, that'll cost dignity. Increase arts dignity. Yep. We'll do this. How is our dignity at the moment anyway? 26, yeah. And we've got new dignity. Yay. Okay, with that, we will call this a stream. I will put you on that screen for now while I look to see if there's anyone I can raid. No, not on that suggested list. Okay, I'll just have a quick jump around the Discord to see if there's any one going live. No, on that one. Yeah, I see no streamers in the Discords I'm in. Okay, well, thank you all for watching. See you all next time. Thank you for the subscription, Fish Red, as well. And the raid from both Kit, Avril, and who was the other one? Hollis, thank you.